Welcome back everyone to Cruise1st TV with Derek and Polly. It's good to have you back again, and remember, you can now see us every day on Freeview channel 89 from 1 until 4 in the afternoons, so please spread the news, tell everyone you know. Right, let's see what our hardworking team has come up with for this show. Escape? Sunshine? Adventure? Well, we can promise you all of those things in bucket loads.
Yes, we certainly can. How about half an hour full of incredible escapes to the Caribbean with MSC Cruises? In particular, we're going to showcase something that MSC are particularly proud of, and that is their 95-acre island marine reserve out in the Bahamas. Let's dive in to Ocean Cay, and this really is pure paradise. This is MSC's private marine reserve, your pure paradise, and it's included in many more of their Caribbean adventure cruises. Now, they undertook something huge in 2015, committing to turn what was an unloved former sand mining area into a 64 square mile protected area of ocean marine reserve with 2 incredible islands, and they are now custodians of this reserve under a 100-year agreement with the local government to increase the biodiversity, rebuild the broken reefs, and at the same time give MSC cruisers somewhere amazing to relax as part of their holiday adventure. Now, you port right at the island itself, and there are longer stays at Ocean Cay. There's shopping, there's bars, there's relaxing beaches. You can enjoy water activities like snorkeling and paddle boarding. It's all about pure relaxation. And if you decide to go to the yacht club on the ship, you even have your own beach in the resort itself. There are amazing facilities here, food is on hand, there are lots of different beaches to choose from and lots of exciting adventures to be had here. Most of all, that feeling that you've got the island to yourself as passengers of MSC. So no crowding and the chance to really relax and enjoy pure paradise. And it looks just tremendous.
Take me there now, wow. Please. So, the sooner we get started, the sooner we'll have our toes in the water at Ocean Cay. So, let's make our first escape soon, like November, 2 weeks away, and we start on the 8th of November with the flight out from the UK to Orlando for fun at the parks. We've got a 2-night hotel stay to start things off. When you think of Orlando, I'm sure you think of Disney World. It's got 4 different parks. There's water parks, there's the Disney parks. Then you have other parts. You've got Universal Studios as well. You've got SeaWorld, and if you want to head out into Tampa, there's Busch Gardens. So if you want to really experience all Orlando has to offer, you're going to have the best time ever. You can go to the Everglades as well and see alligators. You can go and swim with dolphins. Whatever you want to do, it is just a playground for fun, fun, fun all the way. You'll have the best 2 nights there before joining MSC Seashore in Port Canaveral for your 11-night full board cruise. I think after fun at the parks, you just want to step on board, don't you, and go, yeah. See that sea,
yes,
and
you would have done quite a few steps,
yes.
Wouldn't you?
Oh,
in that time in Orlando. So here's the chance to chill out and enjoy fun in the sun, and it is fun all the way on these ships. Seashore is absolutely beautiful. Of course, she's part of the Seaside class, and that class with MSC is all about getting out there, enjoying the sunshine.
Yes, absolutely, because we're going to nice sunny parts of the world, so you want to be outside, you want to enjoy all the things like the Bridge of Sighs, which I don't know, it looks a little bit scary to me, but on board as well, you've got this incredible aqua park with the most amazing and exciting thrilling slides. I know lots of people think about water parks and think, oh, that's for the kids. No. It doesn't matter what ages, and this is what's lovely about MSC. There's lots to do on board, and it's for everyone. It doesn't matter who. The restaurants on board are just amazing. We're just taking a look at Butcher's Cut. Delicious if you like a steak on board as well. Lovely as well if you want to do some al fresco dining, because of course, you know, like we're saying, we're in a part of the world where you want to get outside. You have the opportunity to do that as well.
Definitely. And have lots of lovely experiences like teppanyaki as well. That's a really, really special night. I hope they still have the plum wine in there, because we're going to be in the Caribbean in December with MSC as well. So really, really looking forward to that. They've got different restaurants as well. You can see here, Tribeca and Manhattan, some of the main restaurant dining there, which is included, of course, in your fare, and gratuities. So your tips and your service charges are all included on MSC Cruise as well. So you don't have that, how much is the tips every day? What do I do? You know, that kind of awkwardness is all taken away. And the team on board are amazing. They are so good, so friendly, always there when you need them as well, and plenty of them too, which is great, because you know this cruise is all just about enjoying, partying, relaxing, having late nights, late mornings, completely and utterly up to you. Great entertainment of an evening. And of course, because we're out in the Caribbean here on this itinerary, you're going to have people that have come across the whole world, have come, you know, over to a cruise like this because the Caribbean is so popular. So popular
this time of year to get some lovely, wonderful sunshine. So cruising out of Port Canaveral and arriving in Ocean Cay, where you've actually got an overnight on board in port. We're going to be calling in and talking lots about Ocean Cay in this show. As Derek said, it's MSC's private island. So can you imagine, you know, when celebrities go on holiday and they hire out a resort for themselves, this is kind of the experience you're going to get. You get to go to a private island. How many people do you know can say that they've had that experience? And going to Ocean Cay is whatever you want it to be. So whether that is just vertical on a beach or horizontal on a beach even. Which way? Horizontal.
Yeah, horizontal.
Got myself mixed up. Or whether you want to take part in the activities like snorkeling, like paddleboarding. There's lots going on and you'll definitely be able to tailor your experience at Ocean Cay to you. You're going to love it. A day at sea arriving in Costa Maya in Mexico. There's a great guided tour here to the nearby Mayan archaeological sites of Chachapoyan, and you can see the temples, the pyramids, and just learn about the Mayan history. Lovely. Cozumel is next. Now here, I think you want to enjoy the beach, don't you? Very much about the water sports and the reefs, but you can also head to the Maya Cacao Company as well. That's all about chocolate as well. Yum, yum, yum. A day at sea, you'll then arrive in Port Canaveral in Florida, where you've got Kennedy Space Center, which is just amazing. I don't know, I've always had kind of a fascination about space, so actually going there was amazing. And I actually got to meet an astronaut who'd been into space, because that's what astronauts do. And that was quite a special experience. A day at sea arriving back into Ocean Cay. Now this is in the Bahamas as well. So
yeah.
You've sort of got the vibe when you say the word Bahamas. You I don't know, there's something in your mind. You think about the beaches, you think about
sounds amazing. You know what? And you can see, you know, in words and pictures now, this is the actual resort itself. It's so beautiful. It's nice and remote. There are reefs around it as well, so you can go snorkeling there and go and see all the tropical fish and the wonderful reef eco-marine system going on there. You can hire a paddleboard because it's you know, relatively calm there as well, so you can actually have a go maybe for the first time at paddleboarding. It's nice of an evening as well. And when we cruise on
to Nassau. Here, once you get off, you can take a short ferry ride, or you can drive across to the Bridge of Paradise Island, home to the Atlantis Paradise Resort. It's got aquariums, water parks, or maybe just relax on the absolutely epically beautiful beaches. Back into Port Canaveral, where it's your flight home.
Lovely. This is 2 days before my birthday. Very nice. And actually, you see what we've cleverly done here, because Seashore is doing these shorter cruises out from Port Canaveral, is we've actually done a back-to-back. So you're doing 2 cruises there, so you get some extra time in Port Canaveral as well, which is wonderful, because of course you're going to stay in Orlando, and that will be an international drive, you know, where all the parks are and everything else. So it's quite nice to come back in for a day in Port Canaveral and go and do the Space Center and stuff like that as well. So November this year, it'll be just the pick-me-up you need and deserve as well. So price I'm going to give you includes your flight out to Orlando, 2 nights there in a hotel, and then your 11 nights of cruising on MSC Seashore, and you're cruising Mexico and the Bahamas, and enjoying 3 days in total at MSC's Marine Reserve at Ocean Cay to enjoy all the wonderful sights, activities, and the exclusivity, of course, from MSC. And of course, as I mentioned before, your gratuities are included on the cruise. Deposit today to lock in our price is £199 each, and here is your price tag. Now this is the price for this date, the 8th of November. You can see there's plenty of other dates there, ranging from pretty much now all the way through to October next year. Of course, price varies by date, but if you can make the 8th of November work for you, then your deposit today was £199 each, I think, was it, today, deposit, and 1349 is your package price. Now, the way of kind of, wrapping this up beautifully, including pretty much everything you're going to need, is adding the premium extra drinks package. You can do that on this cruise for just £29 per person per day, which is the most amazing value for money. It's ridiculous. And remember, if you want to extend that stay in Orlando to more than 2 nights, maybe you've never been before, or you're taking the family and they're really excited and to do all the parks you need longer, then talk to the team and we can add that to you. So here is the upgrade prices as well. So if you want to go up from inside to ocean view up to balcony, or maybe an Aurea suite as well, which is wonderful. An Aurea suite is not only the chance to have your accommodation, suite accommodation, but give you priority access into the Aurea spa as well, and the thermal suite there. So it comes with many other perks beside as well. So if you want to know more, again, talk to our lovely team, 0800 953 4700. It's a lovely opportunity in a lovely part of the world at a price tag where, I mean, listen, you could be going around Europe for 2 weeks and spend so much more than that and not even begun. Do you know what I mean? Then you've got all the things you need to pay out for on a day-to-day basis, like, dining, for instance. How much can you spend on average a day? If I set you off anywhere in the UK today and said, right, okay, go and find all of your meals for the day, you come back at the end of the day and think, wow, that's a lot of receipts I've got here today. Remember, so much included while you're on a cruise. Lovely.
Right, we need another one for this year, don't we? So let's swap MSC Seashore for Divina this time for some Caribbean bliss. Oh, yes, please. 12 nights starting on the 21st of November. Flying again out to Miami first for a 1-night hotel stay. Oh, lovely. Miami to start things off. I mean, at the moment, I just love Miami. I went earlier this year and I had the most incredible time. And I think it's one of those places, it doesn't matter how old you are or who you're traveling with, you'd find something for you. I was going out with the kids and everyone said to me, Miami with children, but it was wonderful. But again, if you were just going and you were maybe in your partying era, you'd enjoy that too, or you're a little bit older and you just like to people watch and have a coffee, I think it's the place for you as well. That's the lovely thing about Miami. You'll have a great time before joining MSC Divina. What a stylish and beautiful ship that she is. I mean, we're just getting there an idea of how big she is. Now, don't let that overface you. The bigger the ship, the more the facilities, the more restaurants, the more entertainment, the more the amenities, which is so lovely. Of course, the iconic Swarovski staircase there that we just saw a glimpse of. I mean, it's very busy on that staircase.
Really,
isn't it?
all the time, because of course you've got the MSC photographers.
Yeah.
You can have the pictures professionally taken and then buy them and bring them home. Or, what lots of people do these days is they're there with their iPhones and their selfie sticks and whatever, getting the perfect shot on the crystal staircases. But it's a real big thing on these ships. People love doing it. Because it just feels like a bit of a cut above. Really, really nice, relaxed surroundings. A little bit more the sort of Mediterranean, Italian style from MSC here. But wonderful food, all freshly prepared, massive choices. Your buffets on MSC as well are superb, especially when you think they're pretty much open all day and, in some cases, a lot of the night as well.
Depends. Are you a morning person? Are you a night owl? Well, like Derek says, there's something for everyone. And something going on at all times as well, whether you want to be up first thing, doing an exercise class in the gym, late at night, seeing the entertainment, singing, or perhaps you just want to enjoy the slides and etc. on board. Incredible. Cruising out of Miami, arriving in Jamaica, Ochos Rios. Here you've got Shore Park Gardens, that beautiful botanical gardens, exotic plants, waterfalls, and you just get the most lovely panoramic views while you're there as well. Very, very relaxing. A day at sea, and it's Oranjestad in Aruba. Here you can learn about Aruba's aloe industry and how it's all made at the Aloe Factory Museum. There's a guided tour. You can shop for all the wonderful skincare products. Oh yes, please give me a bit of skincare there as well. On to Willemstad Caraco. Here you've got the Hato Caves. They're gorgeous limestone caves, and they've got stalactites, stalagmites, and gorgeous cave paintings as well. Lovely guided tour through the caves. You can learn all about their geological formations too. A day at sea, and it's Puerto Plata in Dominican Dominican Republic. Great cable car ride here to the summit of Mount Isabel de Torres. Great views of the surrounding coastline as well. There's also got lovely botanical gardens at the summit too, and they've got their own Christ the Redeemer statue. Not quite the same as Rio, but it's still pretty beautiful. A day at sea, and then we're back in Ocean Key in the Bahamas. I mean, you'll have left wanting more, won't you? You're just gonna love it here. So beautiful. Like Derek said, you can go paddleboarding, which actually, if you haven't paddleboarded before and you think, oh my goodness, it's fine. You start just kneeling down and it's quite easy. And then as you get more confident. I've done it on Windermere Lake. I mean, give me Ocean Key any day.
Well, there's two parts here as well, because you have got the lagoon and you have got the ocean. So you've kind of got the choice as well. So maybe you have a little practice in the lagoon and then go for it in the ocean. It changes at night as well, by the way. They do quite a lot of night activities by the lighthouse that you see there, and a nice light show as well, which is very nice. And that's the end of the cruise after your day at Ocean Key, because you'll arrive back into Miami, and that's where... No, do we have to go home? Yeah, I'm afraid so. Unless, of course, you've extended a stay or maybe arranged at the end of that to go from Miami to somewhere else. You know what? It's all there. It's all possible. It's a brilliant, brilliant holiday, I have to say. Very, very nice indeed. 12 nights all told, which is just perfect for this time of the year. In fact, actually, the time you get back from this, I'm just trying to do the math. So 21st of November, this gets you back just at the start of December. You've then got time to get your Christmas and New Year cruise booked. If you're so hooked with the Caribbean, you can then go on another cruise and be away over Christmas and New Year in the Caribbean. Oh yeah, we can make that happen as well. So let's stick with this for now before I wander off too far. A real tempting offer for November. You can book it today with deposits of just £199 each. That locks in the price for you. And that price includes your flight out to Miami, a one-night stay there, which you can extend if you want, of course. Then you've got your 10-night cruise on MSC Divina around the Caribbean, including the Dominican Republic, which everyone loves, a highlight of a Caribbean itinerary. And you've got your day at Ocean Key as well, the private marine reserve for MSC. All your gratuities are included, and of course your flight back from Miami at the end of the cruise. And here is your price tag, which is wonderful. You know what, after the year weather-wise we've had, and I know I never like to lean on the weather as an excuse to book a holiday, because who needs an excuse to book a holiday? But after the weather we've had this year and the lack of sunshine, I think actually, you know what, there's one thing about the Caribbean, there's the reason why so many cruise ships are out of the Caribbean in the winter, because it ain't winter. 1499 per person, and if you want to add premium extra drinks to this, you can as well, for just £29 per person per day, which is roughly about half the regular price it could be. And remember, as I said before, if you want to extend that stay in Miami to more than one night at the beginning, add a stay at the end, do something different at the end, talk to the team, we can make it happen. And there are other dates for this package from November this year, right the way through to March, and then next December, all the way through to March in 2026. And you can book all of those with low deposits. So if you want to check out the other dates, just talk to the team on 0800 953 4700. Now back to this date. What about the upgrades if we want to go up to an ocean view or a balcony, or up to the yacht club? Now you look at the yacht club price and you think, gosh, that's very, very different than the regular price. Reason for that is because the yacht club is very, very different on MSC. It's like your ship within a ship. It's like your business class gone crazy, because you get your own fabulous pool deck and your own restaurant and so much more included when you are in the yacht club itself. The suites themselves are beautiful, and if you want to know any more about that, talk to the team. The yacht club becomes a bit of a thing as well. Once bitten, forever smitten. If you go to the yacht club once, you'll be going again and again and again, because you still get everything that the full ship has to offer, plus your own little enclave of it, if you like. It's wonderful.
Fabulous. Now, you might have your plans sorted for this year, so how about a low deposit of £199 each now for a 13-night Caribbean Dreams adventure for May? Again, we'll fly out to Miami first for a one-night hotel stay where you can just have the best time. We're looking now at South Beach. Look at that. The architecture is so beautiful. It's Art Deco. Every building's different in a lovely pastel colour. Very, very lovely as well. There's great shopping to be had. Lincoln Road Mall. It's just basically a street, an outdoor shopping mall, and it's great. All your brands that you know and love, and then more quirky places to go as well. We really enjoyed that while we were there. You will have the nicest time just enjoying Miami before joining your wonderful MSC Seascape 11-night full board cruise. Oh, I mean, we've been obviously talking about MSC in this show, and you were saying how friendly the staff were on board. They are massive team, really, really friendly, and that's what makes the atmosphere on board so relaxed. You immediately step on. We're looking. I mean, it's gorgeous, it's beautiful, but you don't feel out of place at all. You do feel really, really relaxed at home. I mean, look at that, the facilities on board. Imagine, really.
Can't wait to go on that, because it's just the most bonkers thing to do. You know what, the things that are the most unusual are the things that you should do, because they're the things that you come back and remember. They're the things that you take pictures. You know, get your other half on the Robotron and take pictures of them while they're on there. I'm sure there'll be
an MSC photographer as well.
There will be.
It's great to do the photo package while you're on board.
Yes.
Obviously there's an extra charge, but you just kind of get a number at the end of your holiday. You go to the photo centre and you can just pick all the pictures you want.
Yes.
And I think it's wonderful, because obviously they're done with the top cameras, and there are these moments that you might have missed. So I definitely think go for it, because there's no obligation. You don't have to go for it. We did it, didn't we, when we were on board?
Yeah.
It was great. It was lovely. I mean, there is lots going on this cruise ship as well.
Yeah, and always a good time. Bear in mind where we are here. We're in the Caribbean, so you know, we're going to be talking lots of outdoor activities. We're going to be talking, you know, everyone being up on the pool deck on a sea day. So there'll be a party going on up there, you know, no doubt whatsoever. And really interesting things happening during the day. You know, you can walk across the pool deck at any hour of the day, during the day, or even in the evening as well. And there's always something different going on. You know, one moment it's like a trivia quiz. The next minute it might be like salsa dancing lessons, and
or something in the pool.
Some crazy challenges. You know, they've got DJs up there as well. It's such a lovely atmosphere. And bear in mind as well that this ship, you know, yes, there'll be a lot of Americans on board, but there'll be lots of people from all around the world on this ship, because people love cruising the Caribbean. It has this worldwide reputation for being the place where you just switch off, have fun, and really truly have a holiday. You know, sometimes we forget to switch off. We forget we're on holiday sometimes when we're on holiday. And being on one of these ships, you're so immersed in what's going on there, you forget everything else in the world. It's wonderful.
Leaving Miami then, and calling in at Ocean Key. Yes, your chance to go to MSC's exclusive private island out in the Bahamas. Look at the colour of those waters. Oh. Yeah,
and you don't have to tender into the island either. You can see there the ship literally pulls in, and you get straight onto the jetty, and that's it. There. Your footsteps away from the beach.
And I know I mentioned the photographer on the ship, but how nice if you were out with the other half or friends or family and you did a bit of a photo shoot on the beach here. That's you're going to get some lovely pics, some amazing memories while you're there as well. They've got the lighthouse as well if you want to climb to the top and see the incredible views while you're up there as well. And of course there's cultural things going on as well. There's shows, there's exhibitions. It's fantastic. Next we're going to Nassau. Now here you've got the Queen's Staircase, 66 steps carved out of beautiful limestone, and it leads to Fort Fincastle, and you've got historical sites and lovely panoramic views as well, so it's well worth the walk when you get to the top. Day at sea, arriving in Falmouth, Jamaica. Now there's a wonderful guided food tour here of Falmouth. You can sample traditional Jamaican dishes, jerk chicken, patties, fresh seafood, all at kind of local eateries and food stalls. On to Georgetown in the Cayman Islands. Now here you've got bioluminescent bay, which is known as Bio Bay, but easier to say. It sounds incredible. You see the natural phenomenon of like the lights within the waters of North Sound. You can also do it on a kayak trip as well. A day at sea, and we're into Miami for the day. Whoa, love it there. You could head out to the Everglades. It's a wonderful trip. You can see alligators. You can even get to hold a baby alligator as well. We did that while we were there. It was wonderful. And then we're back into Nassau because it's a back-to-back cruise in the Bahamas. Here, lovely, you've got Rawson Square, the Government House. You can go shopping at Straw Market for local crafts, or explore historic forts as well. I mentioned Fort Fincastle, but there's Fort Charlotte as well. Lovely. Then it's back to Ocean Key, where you've got an overnight on board in port, which is great because you've been itching to tell us about what happens in the evening.
Yes, because, you know, as day turns into night, so the atmosphere changes. So there's a party going on, there's a barbecue on the beach, there's a light show at the lighthouse. They have the DJs there playing as well. So you can party on late into the night as well. It would be very, very nice to do. I don't know. I was just trying to think, actually, wonder would they let you have a lounger and let you go and sleep on the beach? I don't know. But you have to find out and have to let me know.
Oh, yeah, do.
Because that would be quite nice to do, wouldn't it? Just a nice glass of something, just watching the world go by late at night. That would be nice to do.
Lovely. Then, back to Miami.
Yeah. Sadly, that's the last time into Miami for this holiday, and then we'll fly back to the UK, which is lovely. Pretty full-on holiday, this one, actually, if you think about it. But, you know, just nicely punctuated with those really relaxing times at Ocean Key and a nice balance of sea days too. So, this is for May next year. Which actually, you know, I keep thinking that May next year is like a way, way, way far away, and it really isn't that far away. You see how quickly this year has already flown past. It's ridiculous. So we can get this in the diary today, get our plans sorted. Deposits today of just £199 each, which is lovely. That covers your flight out to Miami, a night in a hotel there, and then of course that fabulous cruise with your gratuities included on MSC Seascape. 11 nights around the Caribbean, extra call back into Miami. And you've got your overnight at Ocean Key, the Marine Reserve there. So you've got 2 different visits there, which is lovely. And your flight, of course, back from the end of the cruise in Miami. I think we all need this, don't we? I think we all need this. Let's have a look at the price tag, shall we? You know what, it's worth. Have you got that big glass bottle, you know, that all of the coins go into, all of the spare coins? Do you still do that? I think it's the time now to turn it upside down, shake it up and get yourself off to the Caribbean out of that. Well, it'll at least help. Maybe it'll help you towards the deposit at least. You can add premium extra drinks to this as well for just £29 per person per day, which is a discounted price as well. It's about half the price that package should be, and it's so comprehensive as well. Literally wander around to any bar and you tap your card on the doodah at the bar, and it covers so many drinks for that, cocktails and all sorts, even glasses of champagne, which is very nice indeed. Right, let's go and have a look at the upgrades then, shall we? Which is lovely. Ocean view balcony, and again, the Yacht Club, the exclusivity of the Yacht Club. We've done shows dedicated to the Yacht Club previously. You'll find those on our YouTube channel as well. There are other dates for the package that run from April next year all the way through to October. Obviously, price varies by date, so if you want to talk to the team about doing this kind of package but at another time of year, then talk to the team, 0800 953 4700. I tell you what, we pack in so much to these shows, it is crazy. Most of all, we pack in value because we do all the arranging for you. You know what, I know we do live in the, you know, in the modern age of everyone being able to search themselves and try and book stuff themselves, but you know what, you're making those as individual arrangements. So if one part of that goes wrong, then, you know, it knocks all the others out of kilter. And of course, you can't say, well, can I have my money back from that because that was late? And, you know, often the answer is no. When you book a holiday package with us, if it includes flights and hotels and stay, do the whole thing with us. All of that package is protected for you. We're ABTA bonded, we're ATOL protected, so we look after everything. Because, you know, not everything goes 100% right, you know, we'll always hold our hands up to that, but we can fix it, and we do fix it under that protection that you've got by booking a package holiday with us. And I find myself saying more and more, in this day and age, that matters.
Absolutely.
Doesn't it?
And I think as well, though, when you're booking a holiday like this, would you know where to start going to all these incredible locations? Would you know what to do and how to put it all together?
Not a clue.
No. And that's why we do. We know what we're doing. We're very, very experienced in it. So do talk to us. Again, if you didn't see necessarily the exact itinerary of what you want from your cruise holiday, just get in touch and we can make the package, find the perfect package for you.
Absolutely. Don't forget, you can come and see us everywhere. Sky on 681 all day, and now on Freeview channel 89 from 1 to 4 every afternoon as well. We'll see you back here soon. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.